What if everything the little people, big world fandom has been whispering about for months is suddenly exploding all at once? Because right now, three massive rumors are taking over LPBW circles. And whether they're true or not, fans believe the timing is way too suspicious to ignore. First, there's the eviction rumor. Social media is filled with claims that Caryn Chandler may have been forced out of a property connected to the Roloff family, with fans pointing to a handful of cryptic posts, sudden moves, and unexplained changes that they say don't add up. Then things get darker. A second wave of speculation alleges that Caryn is facing serious legal trouble, everything from behind-the-scenes disputes to whispers about potential charges. Again, nothing is confirmed, but the online chatter is growing louder by the day. And then there's the one rumor that completely blew up the internet. The viral claim that Caryn forged Amy Roloff's signature. Fans claim to have screenshots, timelines, and old clips they say point to something suspicious. Others argue it's all a misunderstanding. But the truth is no one actually knows. What we do know is this. These three rumors are spreading faster than anything the LPBW community has seen in years. And tonight, we're breaking down exactly where these claims started, why fans are so convinced there's more to the story, and what's actually realistic versus pure internet chaos. Because sometimes the truth isn't in the rumor. It's in why people want to believe it. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. For months now, the atmosphere surrounding the Roloff family has grown heavier, more complicated, and more dissected than ever before. What began as simple tension over the future of Roloff Farms has expanded into something much bigger, a web of re-edited scenes from past seasons, new interviews that seem to conflict with old storylines, and a wave of fan-driven theories that are now spreading across every major platform. Longtime viewers say the shift didn't happen overnight. They point to the farm negotiations, the fractured family relationships, and the way certain episodes suddenly feel different when rewatched. Old moments that once seemed harmless now spark new questions. Scenes that were cut short, conversations that never got explained, and timelines that no longer match up. And in the center of many of these discussions is Caryn Chandler. Over the past few weeks, online speculation about Caryn has exploded. Not from official sources, but from forum posts, Reddit threads, Facebook groups, TikTok analysis videos, and fan-led investigations that are spreading faster than producers can shut them down. And three claims in particular have taken over the conversation. First, rumors that Caryn may have been asked to leave or move out of a property connected to the Roloff circle. Second, claims circulating online that she could be facing serious legal issues. Again, nothing confirmed, but heavily debated among fans who believe there's more going on behind the scenes. And third, the biggest one, screenshots shared across social media claiming that a document exists carrying what some fans believe is a forged version of Amy Roloff's signature. These circulating images are not verified, not confirmed, and may not even be authentic, but that hasn't stopped fans from debating them endlessly. And that's exactly why this video is so important. Tonight, we're breaking down where these rumors started, what fans are claiming, why these theories are spreading so quickly, and how likely or unlikely each piece really is. No conclusions, no accusations, just a clear, level-headed look at the online storm surrounding the Roloff world and what may actually be behind it. Fans first began discussing the eviction rumor after a handful of scattered posts appeared online claiming that Caryn had abruptly moved residences, with a few users going as far as suggesting she was forced out. None of the original claims included screenshots, documents, or clear sources, but that didn't stop them from gaining traction. The rumor spread quickly because of timing. It surfaced right after weeks of heated backlash over the Roloff farm negotiations, when tensions in the fandom were already sky-high and Caryn's name was constantly circulating in discussions about the family rift. From there, viewers started pointing to what they believed were clues. Some cited vague comments supposedly from neighbors in older Facebook groups. Others noticed Zillow listings connected to properties believed to be tied to Caryn that suddenly changed status. And a few fans resurfaced long-standing theories about conflict between Caryn and the Roloff kids. None of this offered proof, But the pattern looked compelling enough for those who already felt Caryn's influence on Matt had shaped several major decisions, especially the controversial choice not to sell the farm to the twins. As the rumor grew, fans began stitching together completely unrelated events to support the theory. Property records from years ago were suddenly recirculated. Fan-taken, moving day photos from social media were reposted out of context. And even old LPBW episodes were clipped and reframed, with viewers pointing to moments where Caryn mentioned not feeling welcomed in certain spaces. These fragments, though disconnected, were woven into a larger narrative that looked dramatic enough to keep the discussion alive. And while none of it confirms an eviction occurred, the idea of it became so widespread that many fans now talk about it as though it's an established fact. Ultimately, the rumor caught fire because it fit neatly into a storyline viewers were already primed to believe. A family battling over land, a partner with heavy sway in the background, and unresolved tension that continues to fuel speculation. Once those elements aligned, the eviction theory didn't need evidence, it just needed momentum. And it got plenty. Next came the rumor that Caryn was facing felony charges. This wave of speculation started after a few viral TikTok creators misinterpreted publicly available language related to Oregon's criminal statutes. These were general references, broad explanations of how felony classifications work in the state, but once clipped into short, dramatic videos, some viewers assumed the statutes were connected to Caryn specifically. From there, a handful of Reddit threads and comment section theories stitched unrelated pieces together. And suddenly, Caryn felony began showing up in search suggestions, fan discussions, and YouTube video titles as if it were a confirmed situation. What made the rumor stick was the timing. Fans were already suspicious due to years of complicated Roloff family drama, the farm negotiations, and the increasingly tense reaction to Caryn's role both on and off screen. When a few accounts started posting about sealed court archives, missing paperwork, or documents that aren't where they should be, it poured gasoline on the fire. None of these claims were backed by official records. In fact, most were based on misread public databases. But to a viewer base already convinced that the show hides uncomfortable truths, the narrative felt plausible enough to spread. Some fans have even suggested that if there were legal issues happening behind the scenes, it would explain why Caryn seems to appear less frequently on the show, or why certain scenes feel abruptly edited around her. These viewers believe production is steering the storyline away from anything that might raise questions. Others argue the opposite, that Caryn has simply stepped back from filming as her life moves in a new direction, and the edits are nothing more than routine creative decisions. But regardless of which side people fall on, the rumor itself reveals something bigger. LPBW fans no longer trust what they're shown. They're digging for clues, reading between every line, and treating every gap in the narrative as proof that something huge is being covered up. The result is a cycle where speculation fills the silence. Any unexplained absence, any odd moment in editing, or any cryptic social media post turns into evidence. And because the Roloff universe has been full of real tension, unresolved conflicts, and shifting alliances, fans feel justified in assuming something deeper is going on. Whether true or not, the felony rumor shows how fragile the public narrative has become, and how ready viewers are to believe that behind-the-scenes chaos is much bigger than the show admits.